Well, happy Friday, everyone. Do you know if you're checking your oil levels correctly? It may seem like a no-brainer, but Matt the Little Guy shows us a common mistake that is made when checking your oil levels. Check it out.
I'm going to talk to you today about how to properly check your oil level. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Little Guy here, Truck Boss Show. I know this is going to sound silly, but we're here to talk to you today about how to properly check your oil level. And, you know, a lot of people know how to do this, but there's a lot of people that make the dumbest mistakes, the simplest mistakes, and they don't even realize what they're doing wrong. Okay? I'm going to show you what people do wrong, okay? First thing is you got to make sure you have something to wipe your dipstick with. And you got to have your engine off, okay? To get a properly complete, accurate measure of your oil level, the engine should be sitting in the off position for about an hour, okay? Best time to check your oil is right in the morning, the engine off, engine cold, because all the oil settles down into the oil pan, okay? That way you get an accurate measurement. Don't do it while the engine's running, because it's not going to be completely accurate. First thing you want to do after you turn the engine off, all that good stuff, you want to grab your dipstick. Hold on, let me get a paper towel first here. Grab your dipstick. And you want to wipe it off, okay? You don't want to just check it. Oh, okay. You want to wipe it off first. You want to wipe it off first, okay? Make sure it's clean. See, no oil on there. Then, put it back in. All the way down. All the way. And then back up. When you pull it back up, this is the important thing. Make sure you keep the dipstick either pointing down or horizontal, like this. My oil level is perfect. The reason I say keep it horizontal or vertical, down, facing down like this, is because I see guys going like this. I see them going like that to check their oil. Now, the reason why you don't do this is because the oil is running down the stick, and you're gonna get an inaccurate reading. Okay, that's not how you check your oil. Okay, make sure you keep your dipstick like this or down. Okay, and then you check your level. But the main thing is clean off the dipstick, so that way you don't have any oil on the stick. That way you can see exactly where the level is. Because when the engine's running, the oil sometimes goes up the stick, bounces around on the stick, all that, you know, and you're not going to get an accurate reading. So, part of your pre-trip to check your oil, okay? Turn the engine off, let it sit for a little bit, keep the stick, the dipstick, facing down or horizontal. Horizontal is the best way. But obviously, as it's coming out of the tube, it's going to be vertical. But as soon as it comes out, keep it like this so you can get an accurate reading. See that? Because if you go like this, gravity's going to do its thing, and you're not going to get an accurate reading. I know, like I said, I know in the beginning of the video I said, it sounds a little silly, but believe me, I've seen a lot of guys go like this. They just pull the dipstick out, don't even wipe it off. Oh yeah, there's oil on the stick. Okay, good. No. Problem is, if you don't have the proper level of oil in the engine, you're not going to be feeding the engine its vital blood. You got to look at oil like blood in your body, okay? If you don't have the right amount in there, it's not going to get up to the top of the head, the valves, rockers, all that stuff, and you're gonna burn up bearings, you're gonna burn up seals, you're gonna burn up valves. rings. I mean, there's all types of things that can go wrong if you don't have the right amount of oil, especially when you're going up a mountain or something like that, and the oil in the pan is like this or like that, sloshing around, and it's not getting proper suction. You know, you could be losing oil pressure if you don't have oil in there. You know, a loss of oil pressure for anything more than 30 seconds, because you know how sometimes going up a mountain it takes time, right? Well, if you don't have enough oil and the pickup tube isn't picking up the oil because the oil is all one side of the oil pan, and you're losing oil pressure, anything more than 30 seconds and you'll burn up your engine. You could burn up your engine. So that's why check your oil, make sure you got the proper level, and also make sure you got the proper oil pressure on the gauge, because oil pressure and coolant temp are the most important things to keeping an engine running. That's my 2 cents for today. Little guy for the Truck Boss Show. See you next time.
That's it for today's story. Tune in Monday for another great feature.